EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the... Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is DJ Reed returning. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
DJ Reed on the return.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And it felt like it watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw again on 2nd down. Smith. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Complete.
7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Jaguars.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. They'll run it now with Robinson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll run on first down. Robinson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They run. Robinson.
James Robinson, the ball carrier.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On third down. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest right down at the 1-yard line. So here are the Texans now with a long field ahead. As we take a look at the starting quarterback, Shawn, the man who hails from Toledo, Ohio, and of course played his college ball at Notre Dame.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On second down, it's Pollard. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. This is taken at the 15. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And out across midfield down to the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. They'll run here with Robinson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
Now back to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And a safety the last go-around. That's how we arrived at this 2-0 score. See if they can respond.
Such an oddity, isn't it? See those 2 points go up on the board, knowing
it's like
that
soccer.
Exactly. And knowing that you did it to give those points up for your team. Now they're just looking to get back out on the field and make up for it.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Pollard. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Out of bounds at midfield.
Kaiser now from the 50. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And it's now a 7-2 ball game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
Break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
The pass.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
Now it's 4th down.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
7, Jaguars 2.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a dump off here complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 25-yard line.
Play action now. Kaiser. It's Waring the tight end with it. And a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Now the try here for the extra point.
For the extra point.
It's up and good, and the lead now moves to 9-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Michael Dixon.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
Houston set to take over. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Kaiser. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Kaiser's pass.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Pollard. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Kaiser. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
4-yard line.
Run for Pollard. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The ball carrier.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run with Pollard. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And But he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And heading back onto the field now, the Texans defense. And they have been disruptive in the backfield. How often when we see this, as we look at some of these highlights, is it just better players getting in there versus scheme that is defeating the offense?
It's a great question, and I think oftentimes we rely on scheme. We fall back and say, well, the scheme broke down, rather than giving credit to the players making plays. But when the scheme does break down, you're looking at oftentimes just being overloaded. Too many guys coming from one side or one particular area, then you can actually block them. You know, if there's two guys there to block them, they'll bring three, and that third guy will get through. So when you want to max protect there, meaning getting everyone in, your whole offensive line, your tight end and your running backs, trying to make sure that you're never outnumbered by the defensive guys coming in.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. On the run, it's Robinson. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
The pass.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 1st down, it's Robinson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard